Alright everyone, this is Bob for a new episode of Oranda Power, and right now we are looking at Ghost and RP, the star of the show. And basically on my entire channel, you can really clearly see that they are really nice fish to have, and they have been nice companion to other species of fish. That being said, I kind of have learned quite a lot of things from my experience. I am one of the few that have actually tested goldfish with other fish, and even though I am still a firm believer that goldfish and other fish can live together, for this video I want to talk about the risk having other fish with goldfish. So the main risk you have to concern yourself before getting other fish with your goldfish is, are they suitable tank mates? First of all, goldfish do prefer not necessarily cold water as a lot of people might think, but subtropical water, although cold water is also good for goldfish. The fact being that even though they can really survive and even do well in tropical water, it is better for them to have switch of temperature during the year, so seasonal change. This is why they are absolutely perfect for pond and exterior uses. Well, exterior uses, that was a weird sentence, but anyway, you can use your goldfish in the exterior. That was what I meant, obviously. But yeah, it's really replicate their behavior in the nature, since they do in certain case live in a more like temperate region where there is switch of temperature. Obviously goldfish are a descendant of the carp, so we don't see goldfish in the wild with a natural biotop, but when I'm talking about their natural biotop, it's being a reference to the carp. But yeah, goldfish are really prolific for multiple reasons, and they can do well in tropical water, as I said, but it is always best to try to get them into subtropical water, which is more natural for them. So you kind of want to select your fish according to that, so being subtropical being the best. Obviously you can put goldfish with tropical fish, but I kind of do not recommend that, even though I know it's possible. And yeah, if you're going to put tropical fish with goldfish, make sure that it is tropical fish that have a low range in the tropical. If you put like fish that only likes 78 to 80 like 6 Fahrenheit, the goldfish shouldn't be with those fish. But if you choose fish around 74 to 76, which is like 23 to 26 Fahrenheit, I believe, something like that, then yeah, it is possible. The main concern a lot of people have though is the fact that a lot of fish will nip goldfish, and I've experienced that quite a lot. Not anymore, but those little sweet gold barbs and those little danios aren't saint. They are nippers at times. The danios far less. Danios were only aggressive for a time, and now that the bullies are actually dead, the goldfish have actually taken care of that. The remaining danios are much more peaceful, and the gold barbs, well, gold barbs are really just nippers when they are hungry. This is like something that I've discovered, kind of. But yeah, basically you do want to be careful with which fish you want to put with a goldfish, because goldfish aren't territorial. Goldfish don't understand the concept of having a territory. They just like to scavenge and go everywhere and find food everywhere. So if you put them with really aggressive territorial fish, the really aggressive territorial fish might try to attack them, or nippers might try to attack the long fins. So this is one of the biggest risks. And the other risk is the opposite. Goldfish are actually fairly curious animals. Actually, they are really curious. They like to explore, and since they don't have hand like us human, and actually they don't have legs either, they just have fins, the only way for them to explore is with their mouth. So imagine being a small fish, and imagine being with a big fish that want to know what the hell you are. Well, he might try to swallow you. So this is one of the great risks. And also, goldfish are playful, maybe sometimes too playful for fragile fish. A lot of people see that goldfish will always try to, well, you know, there is a misconception according to a lot of fish keepers who have goldfish, and they think that if a fish is too small, the goldfish will automatically try to eat them, which isn't true in my opinion. Goldfish aren't predators, they are scavengers, they are opportunists. They will not try to eat any healthy fish. They might try to, and even succeed, eating fries. That's truly a problem. So if you want breeding fish and just, you know, having some spawning and everything, putting a goldfish in that aquarium might not be a good thing. But if you have fast fish with the goldfish, fast healthy fish, there usually won't be any problem. But as I said, goldfish are fairly curious, and as you can see, sometimes the goldfish will try to attack, well, not I won't say attack, I will say chase the other fish. They clearly don't want to eat the other fish, they just try to play with them for some reason, because they see that the danios do that all day long, so they want to be a part of the game, but they are like 5 or 6 times bigger than the danios, so the danios always freak out when the goldfish chase them, which is kind of funny. But I did saw in one occasion a tail of a danio in the mouth of ghost. So yeah, it is a risk to keep smaller fish with goldfish. But trust me, goldfish won't try to eat every fish at every single moment of the day, but it is a risk, as I said. And it always depends on the fish personality. So if you want to keep a goldfish with other fish, first of all, I only suggest keeping fancy goldfish with other species of fish, because the common goldfish is far bigger, far more stronger, far more agile, and could pose a real potential threat to smaller fish. But fancies, they are like slow, and you know, they are kind of graceful, at least mine are, but compare this type of swimming, or this type of swimming when he is swimming at his fastest, compared to a danio, and the goldfish really don't have any chance, being just fat and sloppy and messy. So if you keep fish that are fast enough and just smart enough, you won't have problem. For example, the checkered barbs right here, they aren't as fast as the danios, they aren't as big as the gold barbs, they aren't as anything, but they are really smart. And where are they? I'm filming nothing right now. Alright, well, yeah, you just have to find fish that are smart enough to avoid the goldfish, and eventually the fish will adapt to the goldfish, and the goldfish will adapt to the other fish. I do strongly recommend putting bigger fish with the goldfish. Not necessarily bigger fish than the goldfish, but bigger than the mouth of the goldfish. For example, the gold barbs are now completely safe with the goldfish, as they are too big to be eaten, while the danios still, well, some of them, like experience and could be in potential danger. But most of the time, if you do have smaller fish with goldfish, and if you do lose some smaller fish with goldfish, it's not that much. They won't like wipe out completely an entire aquarium, at least not in my experience. And one of the biggest tricks is to actually butt your goldfish when they are young and introduce them to the rest of the aquarium. That way they will see the other fish as tank mates rather than as food, and they will just learn to respect them, and the other fish will learn to respect the growing goldfish. And yeah, that's pretty much my secret, because ghosts and RP were always kept with other species of fish, so that's why now they are totally perfectly fine with Daniels and gold barbs, and even cories. So except from being playful and except from the occasional fin nip of other fish on them, like that, you're a bad boy. I hate you right now. I hate you. Shame on you, Cersei. Shame. Ding ding. Shame. Yeah, someone from that like Game of Thrones might understand that. But yeah, except from the occasional freak accident, goldfish and other fish can really be peaceful together. And yeah, this is my aquarium is kind of the truth and the proof, sorry, of this statement, as it's been quite a while since there wasn't any bad encounter that happened. I haven't lost a single fish since quite a lot of time now, and this is great. Yeah, obviously sometimes ghosts and RP just try to chase the other fish, but I believe it's more of a playful behavior than a true hunting. Anyway, they don't have hunting skill whatsoever. So as long as you are not keeping like weak, old, small, injured fish with the goldfish, you shouldn't have any problem, especially if you have kept the goldfish with other species of fish his entire life. But if you are putting a small, weak, injured, old fish with a grown goldfish, yeah, you might only see the goldfish the other day. This is a risk. This is a risk. I'm not saying there is no risk at it. I'm definitely saying there is some risk. But I've seen ghosts and RP nip at each other, so basically goldfish will attack each other's, and other fish might attack goldfish, and sometimes goldfish will attack other fish. But yeah, that's circle of life in a way. And as long as your aquarium is big enough, and as long as you have plenty of hiding space for the smaller fish, and as long as the smaller fish are healthy and smart, you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. So I hope it was a useful video to all of you that want to experience my the experience I'm leading right now. If you have any question for what type of fish you want to put with goldfish, and I kind of recommend, make sure to check out my Could It Work playlist. The Could It Work playlist is really just a playlist made for that purpose, and you can kind of read all the comments of the people, knowing exactly what they think about keeping certain species of fish with the goldfish. So far, Dojo Barb, Gold Barbs, Daniels, Corridoras, all of those are my favorite recommendation, but there is plenty of other nice fish that you could actually try to put with the goldfish without any problems. Obviously every aquarium is different, so the experience of everyone might differ, but yeah, in my opinion it is perfectly safe to put goldfish with other fish if you know the risk and you can deal with them. So yeah, apart from losing a fish or two at one point, you shouldn't really have any problem keeping goldfish with proper tank mates. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you all really soon. Shame again, you. Don't fin nip. You're hungry, right? You want some algae wafer. I'm going to do that. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave a like and comment and subscribe. Bye.